to start? Yeah, start. So this verse is very, very important, where the glorification of hearing Chaitanya Leela has been given. Hearing to Chaitanya Leela. The more we hear Chaitanya Leela, it is like Krishna Kirtana Gana Nartana Kala Patho Jani Brajita. My tongue is dry now. Because I've spoken so much nonsense, my tongue is dry. So only nectarian Ganga water of your transcendental activities, when it starts flowing in my tongue, then my tongue can relish because tongue should be wet, isn't it? It should be wet. It should not be dry. Then the tongue becomes wet. And on top of that, when I drink this water of Chaitanya Leela, there are lotus flowers which is beautifying this water. That means my tongue becomes more beautiful by singing, dancing, chanting loudly Krishna's holy name. So these are the pleasure abodes. Like when you take some very nice snigdha ahara, you feel a pleasure, isn't it? So that pleasure, when you take wonderful ahara, like you have nice custard, fruit salad custard. In between I had made a mango chutney. Oh, the children were not leaving it. So there was a pleasure which was experienced by everyone when they took that wonderful prasad. So in the same way, when you chant, sing and dance, there is a pleasure which is experienced by unalloyed devotees. And these unalloyed devotees, they are compared to Hamsa, Chakra, Madhupa. Madhupa means bees, swans, ducks, bees. Why these birds have been told? Because swans, ducks, they always are there in the wonderful pond. You'll not find them in Kichad and all. They'll find in the wonderful pond. And also if you mix milk and water, they know only to drink milk. That means they'll take the essence. And bees, what the bees do, they sit on the flower, they take the essence. That is how Madhupa, that is how Madhu, that is honey is made. Shreni Viharaspadam. So in this way, they're always drinking. And Viharaspadam, they are roaming in these Gana Nartana Kala. So the rivers flowing produces a melodious sound that gladdens their heart. Jiva Maru Prangane. Jiva Maru Prangane. Karananandi Kaladhvanir Bahutame. Jiva Maru Prangane. The more we hear, the more the Karna Anandi Kala, the Karna experiences, that means the ears experiences the wonderful nectar. So in this way, coming to the class in which we were, that is 18th chapter, 197th verse, Madhya Khanda. So we saw how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is enacting the role of Lakshmi, gives ecstatic love to everyone. Everybody is in ecstasy, experiencing ecstasy. But now it is dawn. The Leelas have to be ended. Then all are crying. Oh, they are actually cursing the sun. Why did you arise? Because of you, we are not able to continue releasing the Leela. We have to stop the Leela. So in this way, the whole night, Gaur Sundar and all the devotees, they danced and experienced the wonderful ecstasy in chanting the holy name of Krishna. So 197th verse we saw, And all the chaste ladies cried among themselves and grabbed the feet of Mother Sachi. Anyonyena kande sabha prati vratagana sabai dharena Sachi devira charana. So Sachi Mata, mother of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So all the chaste ladies, they all went and took the shelter of Sachi Mata. चौदी के उठीला विष्णु भक्तिर क्रंदन प्रेममय हैला चंद्रशेखर भवन. चौदी के उठीला विष्णु भक्तिर क्रंदन. The sound of crying in devotion to Vishnu aroused in the four directions. Chaudike means four directions. The house of Chandrasekhar became filled with ecstatic love. And Sahajaya Vaishnavera Rodana Uchita Janma Janma Jane Yara Krishnera Charita. Those Vaishnavas who birth after birth know the characteristics of Krishna spontaneously cry for him. So Vaishnavas who birth after birth. Vaishnavas are not afraid of the birth, because in every birth they have to do the same thing. They have to always serve Krishna. So Vaishnavas mama janmani janmanishvare bhaktal bhaktir ahaitu. So here very clearly Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, I am not afraid of birth. Let me take birth after birth. Now, enacting the role of a devotee, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu teaches the devotee should not be behind stopping the birth. Instead, the devotee should always anchor that in every birth, I just have to serve Krishna. So the opportunity to serve Krishna can come if you allow me to take birth in the devotee's family. So that should be the desire of every devotee. So next birth also I should get in the devotee's family. And if I get birth in the devotee's family, naturally the devotees, it is very easy to perform devotion. To get good parents is also bhagya. And if a person gets the opportunity to serve Lord by getting birth in a very good family, that is his bhagya. So Vaishnavas who took birth after birth, so they know the qualities of Krishna. They just started crying for him. There are two types of crying: shedding tears of joy out of emotion, shedding tears while crying out in affliction from distress of deficiency. When Vaishnavas see distress within the world, both types of emotion actually appear in them. So Vaishnavas, what is the quality of a Vaishnava? He cannot see others' sufferings. The moment you see somebody suffering, your heart should melt. If your heart is not melting and you say, very good, wonderful, he has got what he should have, he has got the reactions for all the bad things he has done, then you are not a Vaishnava. Vaishnava means he should feel compassion. Vaishnava is considered like a doctor. When a diseased person goes to a doctor, the doctor naturally has daya. That is why he treats. He just doesn't say, good, very good, you ate yesterday all oily food, this stuff, that stuff, you ate roadside food, that is why you're suffering, you're drank, and all these things. Doctor doesn't say. You see how doctor behaves. He doesn't even remove what mistakes you have done. Smoothly he will say, from now, please don't do. Because whatever is done, reactions have come. In the same way, somebody is suffering. A Vaishnava should not remove his suffering. Good, he did all these things, that is why he's suffering. If he says this, then he has lost his compassion. He will not be called as a Vaishnava. So whatever done because of previous life impressions, karmic reactions cannot be removed. Karma and karmic, if somebody is born in a nice family, that doesn't mean that he should have a pride that I am a Brahmana, I am a Kshatriya, I am a Vaishya. Somebody has got a low family, somebody has got sufferings because of previous lives, not just this life, previous life, so many lifetimes. But after seeing a person suffering, try to give solution, and that solution is Harinam. The more we give solution, Harinam, everybody starts chanting, automatically the sufferings will go. So if that is the mood, then he is a Vaishnava. So he also cries, seeing the distress, like Advaita Acharya cried when he saw so much of pride in the hearts of so-called Brahmanas, so-called learned people in West Bengal. At the time he cried to Chaitanya, please come, please bestow them the essence of all the Vedas, that is pure devotional service. So in this way, Vaishnavas cry in two times. Here Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur says, at two places Bhakti, the pure Vaishnavas, they cry. One is when they experience the ecstasy, and one is when they see the sufferings. Keho bole, Are Ratri, Kena Pohaila, Kena Rase, Kena Krishna, Vanchita Karila. Someone said, O night, why have you come to an end? O Krishna, why have you deprived us of such happiness? चौदी के देखिया सब वैष्णव रोदन अनुग्रह करिलेना Shri Sachinandana. On seeing the Vaishnavas in all directions crying, Shri Sachinandana became compassionate. Mata putre yena haya sneha anuraga yeyi mata sabare dilena putra bhava. The Lord felt the same affectionate attachment for the devotees that a mother feels for a child. He then gave everyone the same feelings that a child has for his mother. Because the Lord has taken the mood of Lakshmiji, mother. So he also has the same affectionate mood, and the devotees are also experiencing the same affection. Mother and the child relationship is so strong. The child cannot remain without the mother. Matra bhave Vishwambara sabare dhariya stanapana karaya parama snigdhaya. In the mood of a mother, Vishwambar affectionately breastfed everyone. See, these are the most inconceivable pastimes of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Now, in the mood of Lakshmi, Vishwambar is having his breast filled with the milk, and he is feeding to all the devotees. Kamala, Kamala Parvati Daya Mahanarayani, Apane Haila Prabhu Jagata Janani. The Lord personally manifests as the mother of the universe in the form of Kamala, Parvati, Daya, Mahanarayani. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is the object of worship. He is a maintainer of everyone. When his energy becomes inclined towards his service and displays her variegated pastimes, she helps revive the constitutional position of the living entities. Again, this is the most important one. Lord is the object of worship. Lord's energy. What is the work of Lord's energy? Internal potency of Krishna to revive everyone's constitutional position. And when she directs her covering and throwing potencies to bewilder the living entities, and the conditioned living entities accept this with respect, she then becomes the provider of the living entities' material enjoyment and temporary benefit. Now, when she sees the desire of a person, of a living entity, to enjoy the material benefits, then she throws her external coverings. That is how she presents herself as Durga. Durga means one who is the superintendent of this Durga, that is the prison. Although the manifestation of the Lord's pastimes as a mother in the house of Shri Chandrasekhar refutes the argument that these pastimes are unfit to perpetually exist, the Lord accepted the mood of a devotee to demonstrate that such a form was not worshipable. So, refutes the argument that these pastimes are unfit to perpetually exist. So, there are atheists who don't worship Lakshmi. They want to use Lakshmi but not worship Lakshmi. It is not that simply because Shri Gaurasundar displayed the ideal example of enacting the past tense of his various energies, that he is the object of the subordinate conditioned soul's enjoyment. So Gaurasundar displayed the ideal example. So he showed that how his energies can bring a person near Krishna, and the same energy can become Mahamaya also. It is seen in the ideal example of a mother in this world that when her child accepts service from her, the child is unable to properly reciprocate because of its undeveloped consciousness. When the mother serves her child like a maidservant, her child is completely unable to serve her at that time. There is no possibility for the child to serve its mother at that point other than by accepting a service. When the child's consciousness is developed, it also develops a strong desire to become the master. Then also the child cannot understand that his mother has been serving him since his birth and that he should clear his debt to her by serving her. So when such a mentality does awaken in the child, it no longer exhibits a propensity to enjoy material existence. Now see, very nice example has been given. So in the beginning, the child cannot serve the mother because he has no qualification to serve mother. Then the mother starts serving the child. So when the mother starts serving the child, at that time also the child cannot say thank you very much. No, that time also the child cannot reciprocate. But when the child matures and thinks that now I'm grown up, let me enjoy. It is my life. It is my wish. Why should I surrender to my parents? That is the time illusory energy covers the child. On the contrary, if the child says, no, I will always serve my mother, then Krishna bestows special mercy onto the child. I was speaking to Vijay Arvamadam Prabhu. I told that you're going to be gifted Chaitanya Chaitamrit this year. Because every year we select some few devotees. For this year, we have selected 5 devotees, of which Nitin Prabhu, Vijay Arvamadan Prabhu, Rakesh Bambani Prabhu, Ambekar Prabhu, Ravi Shankar Prabhu. Why are going to get Chaitanya Chaitamrit? At that time I told to Vijay Prabhu that you and your brother are sincerely serving Lord Jagannath. Please come. So he said, I'm not there on that day, but I'll send my parents. I said, your parents are very fortunate to have 2 wonderful sons. He said, more than their fortune, we are fortunate to have wonderful parents like them. So right from the childhood, they have been training us, developing us. They're Shri Vaishnavas. And one important thing he said, we have taken vow that we will be never going away from our parents and always serving them. This is a very important aspect. Generally, when the children grow up, they remain away from the parents. But here, it's a very rare thing to see a joint family where 2 brothers with their family serving the parents. It is actually a blessing. To get such parents, to get children, it is blessing. So in this way here, it has been said that generally the children forget. But here, then here it is given, when such a mentality does awaken in the child, it no longer exhibits a propensity to enjoy material existence. Yet the illusory energy of Vishnu is so powerful that she does not award this qualification to everyone. The Supreme Lord can never become a servant or a maidservant. He is always the Lord and the enjoyer. His subordinate energies are his servants and maidservants. Those who desire to transform the Supreme Lord into a servant or maidservant are bewildered by the illusory energy of Vishnu. Lord Vishnu is never to be enjoyed by the conditioned living entities. Therefore, by accepting this material world, which is a transformation of the Lord's external energy as a bowl of enjoyment, the living entities were transformation of the marginal energy have ended up becoming masters of the material world. So by accepting this material world, which is a transformation of Lord's energy, the living entities who are transformations of marginal energy have ended up becoming masters. And while establishing Shakta philosophy, they have taken leave from the path of spiritual life. So then, by thinking that I have become the master, they are dragged in this material world. So they are dragged in these four conditions, that is Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi. So when he is suffering, automatically this conception of I am the enjoyer goes away. Because of this misconception of I am the enjoyer, I am the controller, a person is dragged in this material world, and Krishna deals with them with his material energy. Nice thrashing here and there. When nice thrashing happens, automatically, oh, I am independent. I can do what I want. You cannot do that. Maya Shakti of Krishna is very strong. Drags a person, beats the person. Automatically, his misconception of becoming enjoyer, becoming independent, automatically goes away. And because of these misconceptions, again, he is never bestowed with the spiritual life also. Just see, in two places he is beaten. One is the opportunity in the spiritual life is also goes. And because he doesn't want to accept the lotus feet of Lord, he doesn't want to accept the Vaishnavas, what happens? Even the material energy crashes, and thinking that he is the enjoyer, he again understands, no, he can never become the enjoyer. He can never become the controller. He just have to be subordinate to Lord. As a result, they become entangled in the ropes of material enjoyment. In Gaur Sundar's pastimes of accepting the mood of a devotee's exhibition of pastimes as a mother of the universe is to demonstrate the service to the energetic Vishnu is the only propensity of the Adya Shakti, which is the worshipable goddess of followers of Shakta philosophy. Now, I cannot directly worship Lord. Worship to Lord can be done only by Adi Shakti, Adya Shakti. When you say Adya Shakti, which takes the form of Mula Shakti takes the form of Shri Bhulila. Shri Bhulila takes the form whenever material world has to be dealt with, then Adi Shakti, again Durga Ji. So serving Lord is only her propensity. Because she is Sahodari of Krishna. We cannot directly serve her. So that is why when a person visits Durga temple, he should just ask, oh Adi Shakti. So she is also known as Adi Shakti. One is Mula Shakti, one is the same Mula Shakti into Shri Bhulila. And when it comes to material Shakti, material energy, dealing with the material nature, dealing with the creation, the same Shakti appears as Adi Shakti. Shakta philosophy speaks about it. Now, Shakta philosophy speaks that Durga is the mother. Yes, she is the mother. The child, when he goes to the mother, should ask the mood of the mother. What is the mood of the mother? She's always Sahodri. She is Vaishnavi. She's Narayani. So she has to be worshipped with her mood. Her mood is always to serve Narayana. That is why she's known as Narayani. Her mood is to always serve the Vaishnavas. That is why her name is Vaishnavi. So when you go to Durga Ji, you should ask the same propensity to serve that energetic person. Vishnu is never to be considered the energy. Sometimes under the wrong impression, people say, oh, he is such a wonderful, so much of energy is there. He is the energy. No, he is not the energy, he is the energetic. And he has multifarious energy. The energy is always under the shelter of the Supreme Lord. The work of energy is to serve. Now, Lord's work is not to serve. Lord's work is to accept the service. Gaur Sundar manifested such pastimes to confirm that the energies inclined towards the Lord's service are most favorable to the energetic, and that the external illusory energies display of manipulating energies is compatible with the manipulations of the internal energy. So let us see this again. Gaur Sundar manifested such pastimes. Why? to show that energies are inclined towards service of Lord. And that is only the favorable thing to the energetic. Now, what is the external illusory energies display? That is the display of manipulating the energies. Now, external illusory energy covers the eyes of the conditioned souls. And he thinks, I can manipulate the energy. I can use the energy in whatever way I want. I can use the facilities, whatever has been given. Again, this is illusion. So this is body is the first facility which has been given. I can use the body in whatever way I want. The moment this thought comes, why should I get restricted? Why should I get bound? Let me be a free bird. Even in the material world, a free bird cannot drive the vehicle thinking that I am in an independent country. In whatever way he cannot drive the vehicle, he will be put inside the bars or he will be fined. That means you have to follow the rules and regulations even when you are driving the vehicle. So this body is the vehicle. Yantra Rudhani Maya, this body is the vehicle. And if we don't have rules and regulations for this body, then we are misusing this body, manipulating this body, and thinking that I can do whatever I want. There's one thrash of material energy, Durgaji, that is enough to bring back the consciousness of that person that we are always subservient to Krishna. We just have to serve Krishna. And we can serve Krishna, yasya prasadat Bhagavat prasado. We can serve Krishna only under the guidance. We cannot serve Krishna alone because we don't know how to serve Krishna. Service to Krishna is far. We don't know who is Krishna first. That is why Guru Shishya Parampara is most important. When we have surrendered to our spiritual master, we just have to serve the spiritual master and take the benefit of serving Krishna through the spiritual master. In this way, how the energies of Krishna enacts. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu shows to the devotees how the same Mula Shakti Shri Bhulila, the same Mula Shakti Shri Bhulila, when deals with the material world, becomes Adi Shakti. Shakta Purana speaks that she is the mother, yes, but the mother's propensity to serve Krishna should be understood. When you go to Vaishnavi, when you go to Durga, we have to ask, O Durge, O Ambike, please teach me how to serve. Please make me a wonderful Vaishnava like you. So who is a Vaishnava? Who sees others' miseries and feels compassion. Who is a Vaishnava? Who is always surrendered to Krishna. He knows that the only solution to get rid of all the material entanglement, material miseries, is just to take shelter of Krishna. And that teaching who does? That mother teaches. Mother brings the child towards the path. So here we'll stop. Any questions you can ask. So today is Friday. From tomorrow onwards, Gaur Purnima celebration starts at different places. Tomorrow is Kalyan. Requesting all the Kalyan devotees to call as many as possible for the Gaur Nitai Abhishek. Then we have at Kandivali on Sunday evening. At the same time, Sunday evening class in Thane will be as it is, the temple. But Gaur Purnima celebration with Prahlad Maharaj teachings and Prahlad Maharaj's future prediction. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is going to appear. So all those things will be discussed in Kandivali. Then we have the main Gaur Purnima celebration on 25th at Thane Jagannath Devasthanam. So requesting all the devotees from different places, whether it is Kalyan or Kandivali, even though you have done with your celebrations, but the main Gaur Purnima festival is come, take advantage. The initiated devotees will get an opportunity to perform the Panchamrita Snana Abhishek of Lord Gaur Nitai exactly at the time of sunset. So all of you should be present by 6 o'clock at Jagannath Devasthanam on Monday. Anyhow, it is a holy day. It's a Ranga Panchami day. So it is holiday for most of them. So by 6 o'clock, we'll be starting with Kirtan, Bhajan, and exactly at the time of sunset, first we'll have Panchamritam Abhishek. After Panchamrita Abhishek, when the Lord is being dressed, we will have the class, and then we will have Gaur Aarti. Before Gaur Aarti, we will be gifting 5 devotees. This time, every time we gift with those devotees don't have Chaitanya Chaitamrit. So this time we will be gifting 5 devotees. Hare Krishna. Manchakalpatarubhescha kripasindhubhravach patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo. Vaishnavandhya Jai Shri Prabhupada.